So actually, most young guys are very, very much guilty of all these mistakes, which I'm going to outline in this video. Because at the end of the day, your 20s should be a foundation for what you want to be in life. Basically, if you know you want to be rich, you have to start very early in your 20s to start making those moves to be able to be wealthy in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, and all that. And all that. So, what are those biggest mistakes that most guys in their 20s make? Mind you, I'm in my early 20s, so I'm talking from what I've seen around me, from guys around me, from guys, from my peers, from guys my age doing. So these are like the 5 biggest terrible mistakes that guys in their 20s indulge in, which comes back later in life to haunt them. So number one is not reading financial books. See, I'm a strong believer of reading books that will help you grow in every aspect of life. Now, the importance of you reading books is that you gain from the knowledge of those who have lived life more than you. Imagine you reading a book that was written by a 90-year-old man, by an 80-year-old man, by a 70-year-old man. You are gaining from their experiences without paying much. You are getting their mentorship from their life experiences in business and finances, in life itself, in love, in marriage, free, almost free of charge, because these books are very, very cheap. Now, not reading financial books, you keep people. That's it. Now, if you ask me, what is the best financial book out there to read? There are many of them. Now, the first and the one I like the most, which is the one that opened my eyes to many facts and many things about money, is The Richest Man in Babylon. That book is a very small book, but very, very inspiring. So try as much as possible to get those books. There are so many good books on finances. An author you should follow very well when it comes to finances, Robert Kiyosaki. I've forgotten the guy's name. Robert, follow that guy. His books on finances are amazing. So follow Robert Kiyosaki. The guy is a badass financial author. So follow that guy. Now the next mistake that most guys in their 20s make a lot is not investing. How will you be in your 20s and you're not investing? Now, for you to invest very well, you need a source of income. You can't just be using your pocket money or allowances from your parents to be investing. No, you have to be able to, even as much as you might be a student that is going to that is still attending university, or that is still doing some kind of level of education. What I always advise you guys is learn a profitable skill on the side. Have something you are doing on the side that can be generating for you small income. Those small income, don't just squander it on very irrelevant things. Invest a percentage. For me, I believe that any amount of money that comes to me, I'm going to invest 30% of it. Because right now, investing that amount might not be too good for you in terms of your expenses, in terms of what you want to buy or what you want to spend on. But later in life, you get to appreciate that the fact that you invested, because investments, especially in stocks or in cryptocurrency or in other reasonable ventures, they multiply with time. Now, the longer it stays there, the bigger it becomes. So at some point in your life, later in your life, you get to appreciate the fact that you made investments in your 20s, which are now mature and big. Now the next mistake most guys in their 20s make is overspending to impress. See, no matter what, you should never allow peer pressure to affect how you want to live your life. You might be a guy who is 20, 21, 22 or so, but that shouldn't make you to want to be or want to do the things that your friends are doing. No, in today's world where our lives can easily be influenced by the bad and the negativities of life shown on the internet or by our friends, what is required the most is having a mind of your own. Having a mind of your own in today's world where people are easily influenced is critical. It's very, very important. Because first, if you have a mind of your own and you are confident in your decisions and in your principles, what will make you to try to impress people who don't even care about you? If you die today, tomorrow they forget about you. So why do you spend the rest of your life? Why will you try to damage your future by overspending just to impress some set of people who don't even matter, who are basically inconsequential? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. So why should it make sense to you? Now, the next thing is getting a car too early. I see many guys make this mistake. See, I'm not saying that car is bad, but if you can afford it, comfortably, if you can comfortably get a car, go ahead. But if you are struggling financially, this happens most especially in this part of the world, Nigeria, where there's high poverty, and having a car means you have money. So most young guys want to always get cars. Immediately they start making small money so as to impress or to be able to get women in large quantity. That is a very, very bad decision. Car is a liability. There is no week that will pass that you not spend at least 20,000 naira or more on car maintenance and fueling your car. So why would you be spending 20k on a car that is a liability, that is not bringing for you money, unless you are using the car for Uber or for Bolt or something like that? But buying a car at that early age is financially unimportant. You should be investing that money, not using to buy a car. Now the next mistake most guys make, most guys are very guilty of this, is womanizing. Jumping from one woman to another, jumping from one girl to another. I'm not saying you should not, have fun in your 20s. I'm not saying you should not have a girlfriend, but try to be moderate. Because like it or not, anyhow you do it, you must spend money when it comes to women. Even if your girlfriend is a good girl, you must spend money. So why the hell would you be having many girls at once and spending your money on them when you can actually be investing those money? All of us at some point have tried to womanize or have womanized, but at the end of the day, we also how unprofitable it was, especially to our banks and to our pockets. So why the hell would you try to womanize when you should be investing those money and building your financial future? So that's basically it on today's videos. Rather. So subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I post more contents on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook, and see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.